Greetings and welcome to what is Evolve Stage 2. Now, if the name Evolve sounds familiar, it's because it was one of, I believe, the semi-launch titles for the Xbox One that later came to PC. And unfortunately back then, it did not do very well because people felt that the amount of content available for the game was not really worth the asking price of $60. Now, a lot of probably R&D and a lot of players leaving down the line, and it is now officially free to play, which means you can actually play it without doing anything. It's on Steam, it's on their own launcher thingamajig, and it really is worth trying out, especially if it's free. Now, now that it is free to play, how does it work? Well, it basically works like any other free to play game. You have your account level, which gives you a little bit of things here and there, such as these are called coins, I'm not sure why, which are basically the in-game currency that allow you to buy characters and perks and all that. And then you have characters that also have their own character level. Now, as you can see, there are monsters and there are hunters. Now, which one you play is going to vary depending on what you want to do, but it is not guaranteed that you get what you want to play. Now, as you can see here, every character has an individual level, and as you level them up, you unlock certain things for them, such as perks, which can stack up to 3, at least on these simple perks, that I will go to later once we find the game, because that's the best place to explain it. It also shows you a little bit here. I have won 3 and lost 2 with her. But anyway, you want to know how it plays and how it compares to back then, or if you never knew about it back then, how does it play in general? Well, right now, there is literally only one mode to play, and that is Hunt. That is for hunters versus one giant monster, and it is this one right here. Ranked, I have no idea how that would work, but who knows. But anyway, as you can see, down here, there is a role preference. Here, you select the order that you want to play certain things. So as you can see, this is the order I prefer. I don't particularly enjoy being the monster, because I always like fighting things that are more strong, well, larger than me and stronger, with a lot of people. And it seems that the rumors that this game now has over 1 million players might be true, because a couple of days ago when I was playing, it could take me upwards of about 5 minutes to find a complete party. And I have no idea why everybody suddenly left. That is very odd. But anyway, once we get into the character selections, here we go. Speaking of which, so as you can see, everybody sets what they prefer to be, and you can even put no preference if you're okay with playing absolutely anything. Now, just because I said I prefer Medic and nobody else said anything similar, even though he did, does not guarantee that I will play Medic. I could even get Monster, even though it was all the way down the list for me. But let's see what I get. And I got Support, which is unfortunate. Now, Support is actually a rather difficult class to play because you need to know when to use your Shield Projector, which prevents all damage on an ally. You need to know when to use Orbital Barrage, which is the most difficult ability to use because it damages everybody. The Shield Burst is pretty obvious, and his Laser Cutter is okay. Now, perks. This is where the most customization is going to come. Now, as you can see, these here, you can unlock paying coins if you want. However, these unlock by playing characters and leveling them up. The reason I have 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and all that is because I leveled up multiple characters, and they each unlocked an extra rank for this one, and for that, and everything else. So I can see I can get either 10% dual pack flight efficiency, or a little bit of extra everything else, faster higher jump, faster movement, more damage. Now here, my job is not to track it down quickly, my job is to do as much damage as possible. So I'm thinking, regeneration, let's see, item swap speed. I think we might go for this one, because we are support and we are going to have to change between the shield generator and our damaging weapon as fast as possible. Now that Kyra there plays a lot of Kyra. That is, I think, rank 8, probably. And we're going up against the traditional Goliath. That is interesting. That means this person likes playing the Goliath and bought it with actual money. And unfortunately, it looks like we lost one of our players, and it was our tracker of all people, which is unfortunate. That does seem to be happening a little bit here and there, where if they don't get what they want to play, they just leave the game, which really should be penalized, even though it does not appear to be at all at the moment. So something needs to be done about that. But anyway, let's see. What map did we get at? I think we got, I do not remember. Anyway, let's wait up. There we have the abilities for Hank, who is free to play at the moment. Deals massive damage to enemies caught within the missile's blast. Now, unfortunately, this is extremely hard to land because you have to bring it out, aim where you want to put it, keep it pressed for a second, and then after one more second, the bombs start falling, and it can be a mess. Now, it would be nice if I could switch over to A because I'm actually very decent with him, but...
How'd a shit-hot bounty hunter like you end up out here?
Same as you, man. Need the money.
I hear that. We get out of here, we'll all be rich. Thought you'd miss bounty hunting, though, compared to this shit.
Man, bounty hunting sucks balls. Kind of thing you do when you can't do anything else. This is way better.
So as you can see, lots of very interesting and fun banter between characters before you actually land. Let's see if we can get a quick peek at the monster we're hunting. Can't see anything. He went down there, which means he's over there. Okay. Now, that right there is double jump. If you press double jump in quick succession, you would do that, which is called the jetpack dodge. This is going to be extremely useful when you're fighting the... Whoa. And that will eat you. That thing will actually eat you, and if nobody is nearby to shoot it and have it open up, it can kill you, and that is a respawn down. Let's open up our map. Now, he is obviously going over there south, so I'm going to try and cut him off at the pass over here. Now, there is regular wildlife here. Now, you as a hunter gain nothing from regular wildlife. There are rare spawns like albinos and giant things that can drop buffs for the hunters. Now, as you can see, wildlife will hunt you down. Now, I was going in the right direction, but unfortunately, I was separated from my party and nobody was... Oh, hello, you! Now, because we caged it, he cannot run away anywhere. So he's doing his best to avoid us, to take the least amount of damage possible. There you are, come here, you! Come on, now there are some mines. Let's see if we can draw a min there. Now, unfortunately, he seems to be new at playing the Goliath. So he, instead of using his abilities to deal damage to us while getting away from us, he seems to be just trying to run away. Now, this might be something that he learned back in the beta where... Way back when the game first released, monsters at stage 1 could not really stand up to all 4 hunters. However, they did make changes to that. So now they do have a chance at fighting the hunters even at stage 1. Which is good news for him, not so much good news for us. Now he's doing a pretty good job of avoiding us. Nice, we got him inside a cryo grenade, which is good. Okay, we did some pretty good damage. And this is basically the gist of the game. You try and hunt the well, as a hunter anyway, you try and hunt down the monster before it gets too big for you to shoot down. There we go. Now he is trying to juke us around. Now, this can be a problem if you don't know the layout of the map. So I'm going to come this way. He did not come this way. He went the other way. So he could have gone left down here, and I would have spotted him. But he did not. Oh, nice. A speed boost. That is from Keira. Not all medics have the same abilities, which is also very nice because from one character to another, even though they're within the same class, they will have very different abilities, which is very, very nice. And also, she has some very nice dialogue regarding her own abilities, which is nice. Oh, hold on. He's still over here? And pressing Q will allow you to mark something.
Dome ready.
Now, as you can see, this can happen. Both monster and hunter can trigger birds, which will give away their position to the opposite party. Now let's see, where is he going? He is heading that way, so I am going to try and head slightly to the eastish, this direction, to see if I can't cut him off. Let's see, he's right over there. I can hear him. Now if I... See, I didn't see him over... Uh-oh. This is not good. If somebody does not get here quickly, I will die. Thank you. Let's see, that is not it. That is something completely different. Those green orbs right there are Kara trying to heal me up. Now, that is something I just recently learned the last game. Hold on. Sound is very important in this game. So as you can see, the monster, when he runs, he does a lot of noise with his footprints. I just spotted him. Unfortunately, my jetpack is out, so I couldn't tag him and to tell people that I actually did spot him.
The monster has evolved.
Now that is very unfortunate. Come on. Damn it, I was so close to caging him, but unfortunately I was not fast enough on the button. Now something that is very different from the alpha is that any hunter can activate the cage now. Before, only trappers could do it.
Exterminating some pests. Watch for the pounce.
He's over there. I can hear him. Got him.
Monster trap.
Ow, my face.
Hunter down.
Now my cage is still up, which is nice. 35 seconds so I can get back to the drop ship.
Hunter returned to the dropship.
Now that is the main move of the Goliath, the charge. It's very annoying because it pushes you as a hunter around, and it also stops you from using any of your abilities while you're being pushed around. Now, as you can see, Kara, the monster, is focusing on the healer, which is something that only happens because it is a human controlling it and not a CPU. And she is doing everything she can to get away, and she managed to get away. Now, 1 second, and here we come back again. Where are they? They're behind us.
Hunter returned to the dropship.
Now, unfortunately, because Kara just died and the ship just dropped me off, she is going to take an extra pretty long time to spawn back in. Now, unfortunately, it was because I was so far away from my party that he actually managed to take me away. Well, take me out. So he's heading that way. So let's see. He's going to round over there. Okay, he is... Right now he's sneaking or hiding.
Reinforcements inbound.
Small birds are fleeing. The monster scares them.
Whoa, boy, he got very far very fast. Now this right here is the majority of the game in a nutshell, basically. You are trying to hunt down the monster before he gets too big. If you reach the stage 3, it's going to be a very difficult fight, although not impossible. Although I can't remember one instance where I was able to beat a stage 3 monster in the beta.
That'd make a hell of a trophy.
Now, as you can see, hunters can also kill some of the wildlife for a buff, which will vary depending on what you kill. I have no idea. Whoop! He's over here in this direction somehow. He is doing a lot of sneaking, which is definitely something I don't see a lot of monsters do, not even myself. Mostly because sneaking, you can't exactly turn invisible unless you're the Wraith. So he came this way. There's something dead over here. Where are you? Okay, he did come this direction. He's somewhere over there. I'm pretty sure he snuck past us, which is something amazing for something that big. Now, right now I'm trying to listen for his footsteps.
The monster has evolved.
This ain't no good.
So right now that he is stage 3, that is not good. Because
Get in
now
range.
he is going to try and destroy the power relay, which is over there. And so our best course of action is to head over to the relay and wait for him and lay traps around where he's going to come. And unfortunately, I hear him right behind me,
Relay shield activated.
which is not good for me because I am the one that is closest to him. So there's the power relay. Now the good news is that if he tries to hit the power relay, I do have my orbital strike, which will do a lot of damage to him.
Relay shield at maximum strength.
And the monster has a damage bonus buff.
Monster trapped.
Tracking gun ready.
Hunter down.
Now, if he doesn't kill all of us, oh, it's paused. That's unfortunate. There is a time limit as long as you're not fighting. I don't think they're going to be able to get me up, and it's still 1 minute and 20 seconds. There I am dead, unfortunately. I did everything I could. We are doing damage. Now, those stasis grenades right there are definitely doing their job. Nope, we are going to lose this, unfortunately. When a monster reaches stage 3, it's very, very hard to stop him. So yeah, that is generally how games will go. If you're good enough, you can take down the monster before it reaches stage 3. If you're not, this is usually what will happen. You can get taken out when a monster is even stage 1 if he's good enough. Huh. That is a Triceratops badge. So unfortunately, I didn't really accomplish much, but I did get my second game of this, which is the daily challenges that will show up obviously daily. And something interesting is that there is also a hidden challenge in every day, which is odd. One day I was playing and I researched 5 of my party members throughout various games, and I got that hidden achievement, which was definitely a surprise, something that is definitely worth playing around with. But anyway, that is Evolve. Hopefully you find this relatively useful and informative, and obviously entertaining. And I will see you... Oh, hold on. As you can see, they did reach 1 million players. Hold on. I cannot click these, which is a little unfortunate. Let's see. Come on. Move around. There was something about celebrating the 1 million players here. There we go. The Griffin Blood Eagle Hunter skin by playing before July 18th. So technically, once June 18th reaches, July 18th reaches around, I will also have that skin. But anyway, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.